Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Brooke Gisele, and this is the Infinite Goats podcast. Today we got the special guest, my special guest, CoPressure.
Period. Hey.
Hey girl, how you been?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing real good.
You're looking real good.
Thank you, girl. Likewise. So let's get it started. So tell me a little bit about your journey into like doing music, how you got started, and just like kind of elaborate on your journey so far as an artist.
Growing up, I'm gonna be the first one in the generation of doing music wise. I got inspired by I had a lot of people was saying like you got talent, you got the looks. So I had one of my students I was going to school with, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna invest in you. I'm gonna book your first studio session." I went in and I was only 14.
Okay.
So to see him wanting to like he seen a vision.
Okay.
And he was a little older than me, so he seen the whole blueprint. I didn't see that. So he got me in the studio, and ever since I went to the studio, I was like, yeah, I need to come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you got started, was you like performing like at schools, talent shows, or just like in the city? Like, where you from?
So I'm from New Orleans,
Okay,
in
period.
Louisiana. We did have like talent shows at high school, middle school wise. So I was just the only one in this class that was just rapping.
Okay.
And it was crazy because a lot of people was really supporting it. So I was just like, I need to like get consistent. I need to start doing it now, like more often, practice more. So I was just like, I'm gonna just start doing it. And I actually got a feel for it.
Okay. Okay. So what is like your sound for your music?
More like boss. I make music for boss. I curse.
Yeah, boss bitches.
Boss bitches,
Okay.
boss ass niggas.
Okay.
Like, if you know, then you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you don't understand, then maybe you're not a boss, you know?
Exactly. And I feel like when I first met you, I don't know, it's like I had a vibe, like our vibe just linked because I already was like, I was supportive. I was like, when you was posting your music and stuff, I'm like, I like her. And like you in your own lane too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of women, like they talk about being a boss and all that, but I see that, and I love your song Motion.
Yes.
You really got motion, and I love how you just put yourself out there and you really believe in yourself. So I really love that, and I respect that. Like I fuck with you for real.
Thank you.
So speaking of Motion, is this one of your newest singles?
Not my newest. One of my latest. I had dropped Motion about a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago, if I'm not mistaken. I was surprised. Like one night I went to the studio, I was pissed off. Like bitches made me mad. Okay. And I was like, y'all don't have no motion. Like I'm the one with the motion. Let me show you some. So girl, I went in the studio. I was like, show me what you're working with. Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so far, with your music and being like the boss that you are, what is the next step, or what do you want next for you in your career?
So leaving Louisiana, people knew about my music in Louisiana. I told myself I want to advance more. I want to go out of state and push by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting over, don't have no team or nothing like that. And you know, you gotta believe in yourself before you get other people to believe in you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So me continue working harder, pushing myself out there, the more engagement, the more supporters, they're gonna be like, oh, wait, she cold. Let me get on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm a star in the making, you know?
Yes, you are. I love that. No, look, no matter what, I want you to always keep the spirit. You know, it's in you. I can see it. I can feel it. So, like, girl, everything that you saying, starting over, because it's hard. Some people, when you from a certain place, like a lot of people are not, you know, from Houston,
right?
And you starting over, a lot of people be like, dang, like that's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then being in new environments and you putting yourself out there, girl, keep going. Whether it's Houston and LA, New York, where all these big cities, girl, push everywhere.
Period.
So are you working on an album, or are you just gonna keep dropping music?
So I was working on like dropping singles. I had some people telling me drop an album, but to me, I feel like I need to get my hit song. I need to get that one hit.
Okay.
If I get that one hit, then I'm gonna drop an album.
Okay.
Because if I could pull to get audience to listen to that one song, I could make sure that they gonna want to listen to a whole album.
Okay. Okay. Do you got something hot? You know, are you cooking up something in the studio for the summer?
Ooh. Cooking like gumbo.
Oh, yeah. So I know it's going to be spicy. It's going to be good. It's going to have a lot of flavor.
Yes.
It's going to be that clocking that tea.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm excited about that. What do you like to do outside of music?
Meditate.
Meditate?
Breathe. Okay. And just enjoy life. Like, a lot of people take advantage of life. Mm-hmm. You could be dead. You could be in jail. Like, I went to jail one time. That's not no joke. Okay. And it made me change. It made me like, this is not it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it made me want to go harder. It made me want to appreciate. It made me appreciate life a little, like, more. Mm-hmm. And I be trying to get everybody to understand, like, you only live once. You know what I'm saying? So do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta put that, put it down, put the bad habits down. Let's, change, do something. You know what I'm saying? Let's advance. Let's do more. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm very appreciative of life. I meditate, start praying. Like I start talking to God more, and he been watching me.
Oh yeah.
Because coming to Houston, that's a big step. By myself. So it's just like, thank you. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. I really do. I love that for you. So moving with your music. So from moving forward with your music and everything else, is music like a way for you to express yourself?
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm very misunderstood.
Okay.
And I'm a Virgo, so it's like...
Earth sign. Okay,
yes.
Period.
Yes, so if you know, then you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Very, very nature loving. You know what I'm saying? But like music is a way I could express myself. If I'm mad, if I'm sad. And nowadays it's better to write than to vent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I know when I put it on the paper, I feel much better. And I know, like, once I get it out, I feel like I left a load off of me, So it's just like, yeah, like, I need to keep writing. This is how I have a mind, like, a peace of mind, you know what I'm saying? Because when you bottle all that energy up, animosity, or however you feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's like... You want to fight. You want to do it. Take drugs. You want to, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people overdosing and stuff like that. So it's just like, if you could right now, just write. Get your journal. It don't even take like 2 seconds to go get your journal. Just write, you know?
I love that. That's some good advice, especially for our generation, because I feel like this generation can be a little bit misunderstood because things are done differently, and we do express ourselves in many different variations and not just bottling in. A lot of people do music, like you said, meditate. They might go to a therapist, or they might, take the route of self-destruction. But like you said, there are other ways to cope and, deal with it. Which is really, really good. Okay, so outside of you moving from Louisiana to Houston, how has life been in Houston?
Ooh, I ain't lying. To say I only been here for like few weeks or months, it's going on a month now, but y'all is very supportive down here. Like, mad love down here. I had a bunch of opportunities. Where I would say it been rocky, I still haven't had my place to stay.
Okay.
There's a lot of apartments down here, so it's like I don't want to just rush into something and I'm be mad.
Right.
I want to know Houston a little more before I sign a contract. You know what I'm saying? So, but overall, like, the people is very, like, it's very dope, very talented. I met you.
Yes, I know, right? Look, we met at y'all. So the way that me and CoPressure met is like at a casting call for being like a bottle girl.
Yes.
And me and her just was like, I don't know. It's just like she always has this big bubbly light of energy, positivity. So I was like, you know what? I'm rocking with her. We exchanged Instagrams, and then like we just, been locked in. But Houston is it might be in the South, and you already from the South too. So people be like, oh, it's slow. No, Houston is a fast-paced city.
It is.
And if you're not careful, you can get lost in the sauce real quick. So speaking of like being in nightlife and us, you know, how we work in and stuff like that, what has, I guess, like stood out the most in Houston that you don't, I guess, experience in Louisiana?
One thing about y'all about business. I would never be doing this in Louisiana, honestly. Y'all be having, and it's just a library, you know what I'm saying? We don't have libraries like that, like just books. I never knew nothing about this. One thing about y'all made me like learn like it's more to life, honestly. Like coming from New Orleans, it's kind of slow. It's slow right now. It's like crabs in a bucket. Came to Houston, it's very supportive. People put me on some opportunities. And I didn't even knew them that long, but they was like, hey, I'm gonna help you out. I see you doing music. I see you doing this. You a hustling female. I'm gonna put you on a casting call. Like, so it's like, yeah, I think I'm in the right place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you feel that like it's in alignment with everything that you have going on.
Right.
How's dating been in Houston? Like, if you had to, I guess, rate the men in Houston from 1 through 10, what has been your experience? Because, girl, I'll watch your stories and I'll be crying, laughing. I love it that you be handling these men like how you do, because they need a good humbling experience,
right?
You know, and let them know like, no, baby, this is not that, and that ain't this, you know,
right? It's giving Pimp City, you know.
It definitely is. You know, hey, the history of Houston is definitely Pimp City.
Yeah, I think they letting Sauce Walker get in their head. Like but 0 to 10, I ain't lying. They got some tricks out here. I ain't gonna lie about that. But you know, sometimes they just be, oh, I'm a pimp. Like, no, you're not. Like, I'm not one of your. Yeah. Like, you gonna treat me like a woman. Not one of your bitches. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but honestly, I haven't been dating. I've been just focused on my bag. You know, that's the first thing immediately. You know, a man could come last.
Right.
You know?
I always. Yeah. And us earth signs, we about our money and our paper. It just got to make sense. Like what we got going on, it has to align with that. So that's something I can agree with and attest to. So what's next for CoPressure, like for the rest of the year? Do you plan ahead? Are you a big planner?
I used to plan, but not. I wake up and be like, let's do it. What we about to get into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I meet people and boom, I'm here. Boom, I'm there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Next step for CoPressure is dropping this album.
Okay.
Locking in, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna speak on the date, you know what I'm saying? But it's coming soon, real soon. Gonna be a pressure season, hot season, you know, summer, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah. I know this. I feel like what do you get the feels or the vibe for this summer 2025? Like, how you think this summer's gonna go?
Oh, I'm in my bag, bigger bag.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my bag. You think I'm in my bag right now? Oh no, like
you really about to be in your bag.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm clocking that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like we taking risks. Honestly, taking a risk. All this summer, that's all I've really been doing, is just taking a risk. And honestly, it took me some places. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. You know.
Yeah, and I love that. I feel like I'm a big risk taker too.
Right.
It might not make sense to no one else, but I highly and truly believe that if you don't take risk, you're gonna be stagnant.
Yes.
You're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be like, you know, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. But if you continue to just kind of walk a straight, narrow path and like really not go outside of the norm or your norm, it's not going to go how you want it to go. So I'm a huge risk taker. I believe in that. I love that. Again, it's a hustle.
Right.
Hustling spirit is a spirit of evolvement. And it's like you saying, I'm not going to settle. You know, it's just mine, and I'm kind of like not really gotta take it, but I'm walking towards that. I'm walking in that. So
yeah,
I love that.
Facts.
I do feel like 2025, and I was talking to my girls. I was like, we at first when it was wintertime, I was like, oh, you know, we outside, da 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 da. But then we had a conversation, and I was like, I really feel like this summer is about us handling business, and evolving, and also, of course, being in our bag, but still having fun. But it's like a more like you said, like get money, but also evolve, kind of like, you know, vibe. So I don't know. It's gonna be a good summer, but I feel like the women is like really just them girls, like, you know, girls, them girls. It ain't like giving
like these niggas.
Yeah, like it's just not. I don't know. I feel like by the end of the summer, it's gonna be a lot of people celebrating, you know, a lot of accomplishments, you know.
Right. And a lot of women down here is bosses. I ain't lying. Like you hang around bosses, you'll be one too. You'll learn a little thing or two. So it's just like, yeah, honestly, this summer I'm focused. I'm in my bag, bigger bag, you know, taking risks, continue taking the risks. It's so crazy because I was working a 9 to 5 last year, got fired. I kept getting fired, bro. Like I keep getting fired from these jobs.
Because guess what? You bigger than that.
Right, way
bigger than that. And I know at the time you probably was like, damn, like what's going on? And I can relate, girl. Me and you can have a whole conversation about this stuff. But I'm telling you, it was all a part of the process for you.
Taking that risk. My parents is like, how are you doing out here? Like, I'm doing good, girl. Yeah, I didn't work a job. Like,
see, and that's again like your program. You're bigger than their program, the jobs program.
Facts.
So, girl,
facts.
You on your way. I feel like we gonna tap back into like the whole podcast thing, and girl, you just upping, you know, your level. You know, you in your lane. That's the beauty. You not, like you said, waiting for nobody. You're not following nobody. You just doing you.
Right. Facts.
So
you only live once, so why not? You know?
Right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh. So I currently go to school for nursing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
congratulations.
It's like, thank you. So it's like, okay, I'm closer to my dreams. I really want to be this traveling rap nurse. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different, but you know, like I'm gonna be rapping, but still gonna be helping patients. You know?
Exactly.
So it's like, in the next 5 years, I'm gonna be in the hospitals, and I'm gonna be bigger than what I am right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I can see that. And again, you setting up your own lane. Everybody does not have to do and be the exact same thing as you are. You're not trying to be like everybody else. So I definitely see that for you in your future.
Thank you so much.
For sure. What is I guess like as an artist, is there somebody that you would love to work with in the future?
Ooh. I always did say Nicki Minaj.
Ooh, girl. I am a barb. I am definitely a barb.
I love Nicki. Like, she definitely influenced a lot of these girls in this rap game.
I agree.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, growing up, like, I used to have the whole radio. You know, the radio, you could put the CD up in there. I had brought the pink print.
Oh.
But yeah, so it's like, bro, like, to see her growing and evolving and still, like, being, like, known, ain't fell off. Because, you know, some of these female rappers do be falling off. Yeah. But she is
still that girl.
Yeah, still that girl. Still nobody, I can't see nobody, like, topping her. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully.
So, Nicki.
Yeah.
That would be dope. And she's a boss. She definitely tells the girls, you know, get in your bag, go to school, these niggas, you know, facts. Like, you know, focus on being the best version of you.
And it is, right.
Nicki is definitely that girl. And I feel like she definitely puts on for us women on a daily. Is there anything that you want to do outside of music besides nursing, being a nurse?
That's a good question. If I could, I would want to be not a teacher, but I want to be like a sponsor. Sponsor, you could say that. Yeah, just someone that like, I'm older now. I was once in y'all shoes, not knowing what to do, was scared to take a risk. If I was you, like, take that risk. Okay. So I want to be the one to like tell the next generation to be like, hey, do everything you say you wasn't gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't thought you was gonna do. Like, you scared, you worrying about what your people saying, or you feel like you ain't gonna be able to make it. Talk to God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have faith. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the one to like tell the next generation like you could do it. Don't let your parents like, oh, you can't do it, because you know our own people could be our own. You know what I'm saying? Setback. You know what I'm saying? And I be telling my friends that, like, don't let your people stop you from living your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
that tea, girl,
like, they be like, oh, I don't know, because I need them. you need God. Like, no, for real. Like, I am the living proof. Like, I ain't got no roof over my head right now, but you would never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, just like, take that risk.
Okay.
You know?
So basically, you're going to be a walking inspiration.
Bro, yes.
For everybody.
Yes. Like, I want to be there and tell people you could do it. Don't ever let nobody say you can't.
Right.
Especially if you didn't try. Oh, no. Like, come on. Like, what you mean? Like,
you have to try. Like you said, you have to put one foot in front of the other so that, you know. And I feel like people be like, oh, I tried, it didn't work. No, you keep going.
Right.
Just because one little thing pops up don't mean like it's the end. No, I honestly feel like consistency and you just believing in yourself will get you anything that you desire and want.
Right.
That's it.
Key.
That's it.
That's the key. Right.
And don't be expecting instant gratification. It might, some things do happen and it comes really quick, really quick. But some stuff, you know, let it muster up. Let it like get you to that, you know. So I truly believe that. That's amazing. Okay, is there any artist that you would like to work with in Houston?
Ooh. Y'all got a lot of artists down here. But I would say Sunny the rapper.
Sunny the rapper?
Yeah.
I gotta look him up.
It's a girl.
Also, period.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunny the rapper. What's her style? Or like
boss music.
Bitch.
Yeah, like she really dope. Like she be around. She do be around. Yeah, I had met her in person one time. I was doing her. I was in her video shoot. Dope person about her business. Like she could rap.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's more like a lyricist.
Yeah. She punching. Yeah, the bars.
She's getting up there with the men.
The men.
It ain't even that.
Nah.
And you know what I wanted to talk about? I really feel like females has dominated the hip hop game.
We taking over.
I really feel like the women is like the top 10. Like, of course, you got your Drake. You have, you know, people that's going to be diehard for Jay-Z and Biggie and all that. But I honestly feel like, come on now.
Right.
Like, come on now. All the women.
The females, they win it at the end of the day. They inspiring you guys, to be honest. Like,
we make it fun. And a lot of them just be like, oh, women only talk about shaking ass or, you know, pussy, But no, women really be talking about things. And yes, we might, or y'all might, you know, talk about the body, whatever. But it's not just that. We got some real talented females in the game.
Right.
All over, like from New York, the South, the West Coast, everywhere.
Yeah, facts. So, and it's a female popping over than a nigga, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like most female, I'm gonna say 80 to 90% females is running the game right now. And we could debate that, but again, like, let's look at the top hit list. I mean,
statistic wise,
and the guys gonna be like, oh no, we got Future, we got Drake, we got
Nicki Minaj,
we got Beyonce, we got Beyonce, and Beyonce, she's I like how she's converting into different genres. So like country now. Yeah, she's doing her thing. Do you think you would ever do anything outside of hip hop?
Oh yes, I did a country song, a country girl song.
Country.
It was so random. I was riding a horse. I was just like, just do it. Like, and I was just like, I know one thing for sure. My mama kept me in that kitchen.
Okay.
Cooking collard greens, cornbread with a side of fried chicken.
Ooh, okay. And you know what? Country is really not that different from hip hop.
Right.
So that meshes very, very well. And I feel like a lot of artists, country and hip hop artists are collabing more. And you see how we are. We got the Shabuzi. We got Beyonce now. Who's another black? And then, okay, the movie Sinners, that guy that was singing, I think he has like a blues sound. So I feel like, and that's really our roots of hip hop too.
Right.
So girl, I feel like we just kind of going back to our roots, but kind of, you know, dominating that scene again.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not just like,
you
know, we're not just hip hop and gospel singers or R&B singers. It's more, we are blues artists, we are country artists and indie, whatever girl else we can think of. So I love that for us in our community.
Period.
But okay, we about to wrap it up. Is there anything you would like to leave for the people out there? Any last words or anything you want to like put out there? Promote yourself, girl.
Y'all go follow me at CoPressure _ and I am a star in the making, the one and only, applying that pressure. You gonna see me soon.
Period. And that's it, y'all. Infinite Goats Podcast.
Period.